What's up, guys?
We are back. You know who we are. This is Tone Groove.
Jay Nobles.
LOY the show. LOY the show. We got to keep repeating that shit, hypnotize you niggas. So it's like, we've had a lot of legendary guests on the show. Riley legends. Today we have the legend behind these individual legends. This nigga has, I don't know how many times the name sound like Rob has been dropped in the interview.
Yeah.
Probably 50. How many interviews we done? All these niggas.
Hey.
We in Oak City.
We at Oak City
With the
Studio,
mayor.
man. The one, the only.
The senator.
You know what it is? That shit sound like Rob here, man. With my man's Beats by Jag. If you know me, you know him. And if you don't, fucking get to know him.
I was about to say, because he's supposedly the man behind the curtain and shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Rob
He's
might
one
be
of them. Him and Adrian, man. They've ridden, like, without them, I would not be here. I would not be doing this shit. Literally, man. I met them at a school. Like we'll get to that. But
Shit, let's get into it. You met them at a school?
yeah, no, I mean I went to Living Arts College over here in like North Raleigh.
Okay.
Three domes, the kind of like titties from
three
afar.
domes, yeah, pretty much, yeah. But I went there and I was seeing this cat walk around the school. He was looking like hella douchey. He had like a man bun at the time, similar to what he's got going on there. A little bit smaller, a little tighter now, but he was just walking around. And then I was in a class with his girlfriend, and then like we ended up hanging out and chilling. And then I had started dating her best friend.
How'd you know it was his girlfriend?
I mean,
Yeah,
you
what's
see
up?
it.
Oh,
They
like,
walk,
okay.
they
You seen
they
it.
both
Okay,
lived in the
okay.
dorms together. Like they walk around. Like,
Yeah,
you
okay.
see it, it's there.
Couple
But,
happy loving and shit.
But like I sat next to her in class. Lo and behold, I met his girlfriend's best friend. We started dating for a little bit. This, that, and third. That passed. And then like obviously now me and Jag are like good friends, best friends. Here got this studio, but we met at the school, and through the school is where I met him, where I met Cloud, where I really started getting involved in like hip hop more. And then I was with another guy, Tyler, and we started the studio because we were like, hey, we want to start a media company, this, that, and the third. We started Life Media Group. We're gonna skip through this stuff really quick. This one's we're gonna get up to Oak City real fast. But yeah, lo and behold, some sketchy shit happened there, this, that, and the third. I told him, and I got 2 new partners, which honestly, Jag pretty much was my partner since day one. Like he helped me set up the original foams. He helped me put together the whole studio. Like he was here doing everything but running sessions. Like he was here helping me take out the trash, clean out the place, make sure that people stayed in line. Like while I'm in here, man, before COVID, we would be doing sessions in here. 20, 30 people in here, bro. It was insane. It was
In this hallway
was
of
like
a room,
half the size.
that's
just
insane.
in this, like not just in
was
this
like
room.
half
Like
the
you'd have
size.
12 people in this room, and then it would overflow
hallway.
to the hallway, and then
It was just flooded with niggas.
the B room that you saw now, which is the studio now, wasn't a studio. It was like a chill room. There was a kitchen in there, like a
I
little
think,
sink
yeah.
and shit.
People
yeah.
play video games and watch
Yeah.
movies.
Mm-hmm.
Probably other things of all sorts of debauchery.
Eating. Yeah.
But I'm curious about what was your first impression of Rob?
My,
Like if he saw your man, but was like, oh, it's douche. Like you saw his glasses.
I had never met him.
Of
never
course.
spoke him. It was
That's
literally
just-
just, but he had that image, like
douche.
He was like super clean, suave. It was like
Yeah, laid back,
Like if
free.
you've ever seen the movie Christmas Vacation, The Neighbors.
The neighbors.
You know the Neighbors that are like super like put together, like futuristic. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
So it's like he's like Doofenshmirtz. It's like Doofenshmirtz.
The wife was the real dude. She wasn't-
Yeah. But y'all met each other, yeah.
Honestly, I was like heavily medicated at the time, so I don't have the greatest memories of like first meeting Rob. Honestly,
That's probably why.
I was
Seem a little medicated now.
no, I was off the Xans like crazy. Back then.
okay.
It was like
And that
I can't
explained
remember
why.
shit. Yeah, I can't remember anything from back then. But it was like prescribed. They just overprescribed me, and I was like asleep all the time. So then I stopped taking them. But yeah, I don't really remember. anything from the
Damn.
beginning.
You just stopped taking them? It was that easy?
Yeah, it
Cold
was
turkey?
really that easy.
Yeah.
I
He came back to life.
Damn.
It was like
I just stopped. Yeah,
it was like out of
one
hibernation.
day. I was just like, wow, I just keep falling asleep and can't remember shit. And I keep blacking out. I'm like, oh, this is not fun. Really disorienting. You wake up, you're like, what did I
Yeah.
do?
Like,
How?
took some tranquilizer.
Yeah, it was like some crazy shit. I can't believe they're just prescribing that to people, honestly. Hey, man, you should take 3 of these a day. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, the government worse than Tony Montana, right?
Oh, wild.
No cap.
I wanted to ask you though. So you had some some scandalous situations in your first endeavor, in your first attempt to get shit done with your original partners. Yeah. What were some of the things that changed when you got with bro? And when you went on that next venture?
Well, realistically, pretty much to break it down, what was happening was we decided to try to start this like spread out company that was a media company and a hemp. Why the fuck we decided to have a hemp a recording studio, a media company, a hemp company? Seems like
stretching yourself.
Yeah.
So it was like realistically, it was kind of like a little siphoning. Like I would work my ass off to pay the bills. He would pay the bills and say that XYZ, but like it just his dreams and my dreams just didn't line up. So it was
creative differences.
Yeah, like he wanted to do some hemp shit, and I'm with it. Like that's cool, but to me, my dream, noticing and seeing who was in here, like if he was, I don't know, he didn't spend much time in the studio.
In the studio aspect, yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't like to talk too much crap on him because, like, at the end of the day, he did allow me freedom of time and mentality to, like, even though the bills weren't getting paid, I didn't stress about that until I had to. Like, I had 2-3 years where it was happening. Like, things were happening. Yeah, I wasn't making a ton of money. I was pretty broke. I was living, like, I was working for fucking food and the rent and shit and a little bit of weed.
You were impoverished.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, like, I was, whatever, yeah. I mean, I didn't look at it that way because, I mean, I had the studio. It was growing. I was putting the money back into gear, like, what I could when I could. But then, like, all of a sudden, the landlord popped up, said, yo, like, you're 3.5 months late on rent. I have a landlord ready to evict you on Monday. This was a Thursday.
Yeah, that's a long
time.
time.
I prayed to God. And
that's a whole summer.
And I said, y'all, bro, like, I need y'all to, like, if y'all want to work, let's work. And by the grace of God, people came in. People booked sessions. Like, I worked my ass off for those 4 days, and I made, like, I had to run it up.
Nigga made rent.
Yeah, no cap. No cap. But, like,
damn.
Yeah, so pretty much it just went south. Like, it's truly no disrespect, because really the number that he took from me is nominal in the grand scheme of the art and the talent and the skill that I was able to obtain. Like, I feel like who I was able to become is way more of a lethal weapon than I could have ever had off $6,000. Like, cool.
Anybody,
God kept me here. I'm still here. We sit here.
Mm-hmm. Everybody you meet is a blessing.
Yeah,
you know.
And by meeting them, like, realistically, Cloud told me long before that, cut him. I don't fuck with his energy. And me, like, yeah, Cloud was wild, but Cloud was
get in the Cloud. Like,
was like a gift. Like, bro told me that I should have listened. If I would have listened when I listened then, and jumped in with Jag and Adrian when I should have, who knows what the fuck it could have been. Maybe then I could have been ready for, you know, people when they needed me and doing shit. Like, but who knows? Like, I had to get where I had to get, and it allowed me to become super creative. So I don't really, you know, it's good and it's bad, but it came out beautiful.
Everything happens for a reason.
What year did y'all meet Cloud?
Well, you start.
2014, I met him probably.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I moved here from Canada in 2012, and I went to Wake Tech for a year, and then I decided I wanted to try to do engineering at Wake at whatever it's called, Living Arts College in Wake Forest, and then met Cloud there because he was on house arrest, and he had homies at the college, so he on his Wednesday that he would be off house arrest, he would come to this college and like try recording and just like rap with it for homies and shit. And then I met him in an elevator, and we had a little of a I called him acid trip, and he wanted to beat me up, but it like quickly dispersed because I was pretty cool with everyone else, and they were all like, "No, he's cool." And then I saw him rapping, and I was like, "Hey man, I would love to get up and make some music with you." And then Adrian, who's not here right now, but invited him to his crib, and we went back to Adrian's crib, and we recorded him at his house, and then we just kept making music until passed away.
I'm noticing a pattern with you. People seem not to like you at first. When I met you, I thought you was a pretty cool individual. Dude, I'm like, I like this guy.
No.
I was off the Zans then too, though. So maybe it was.
I was gonna plop that on him. I was gonna let him say it. If
it was the drugs.
It was probably the drugs. I'll just say whatever was on my mind, I guess.
Bro doesn't come off.
Yeah, I like sober you.
Yeah. Much more calm. Mellow.
So everybody knows sound like Rob. I feel like, you know, that's fair to say. Can you break down exactly what it is that you do? Because you do a lot.
I mean, realistically, I'm just an engineer. Realistically, it looks like I do a lot, But really,
It feels like you do a lot.
Do I do it right?
Is it because of the tag? The tag brings so much more.
Who knows? Because it did grow sevenfold when we hit that. Which I guess we could hit a quick question. Do you know who it is?
Who is
The tag.
the tag?
Who's saying the
You
tag?
said this before. I'm blanking right now.
Bro, that nigga said it one time. It's
Say it again for us.
It's Wiseby Eli.
Wise be Eli.
Yeah, it's Eli.
Break down. What's the story behind that? How did this happen? How did this come
realistically, he
about?
just did it at the beginning of the song, and we're just chilling in session. And Adrian was in here, and he's like, "Yo, bro, you need to make that your tag." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And we were just kind of talking. Like at the time was around the time the Juice WRLD was coming out, and Evian on the beat was like starting to put it there. Like they were a studio that was putting a tag. And me personally, I don't know. Like I feel like an engineer should get credit if they add some. Like I only put my tag if I add something to the track. Like people want to come in and ask me for it during the session. I'm like, no. If I didn't do enough to it, then I'm not gonna. If I don't feel like I did enough to it to make it something that somebody would ask a double question about or like ask where they did it, I wouldn't put it. But if you ask me to mix and master it, I'll definitely put it. And like that's a totally different thing. But like because mixing and mastering is super artistic to me. But it's just weird. So like when I made the tag, it wasn't necessarily meant to be my name. Because at the time, my name was still Producer Rob with zeros and O's. Why I thought that was ever going to be a smooth transition. And my tag was like some Producer Rob, like some grungy, ugly, crazy shit. And I mean, I was starting to try to make beats, and I mean, I can come up with a beat given a few hours, but like I'm not like a Fasant or anything like that. Like these guys, like they're just crazy fast. So that's another topic, but. So the tag just kind of became something for me to add when I feel like I added to the record in a way that wouldn't have been without me.
It's like partially on
if
top.
I make a banger with somebody, it's just gonna happen. Just because if I fuck with the track, it's going on there. It's almost like a certification. It's almost like I fuck with it.
People pray for the tag.
I mean, I don't.
They
know.
pray for the blessing.
I don't know. At the end of the
sure
day,
they
don't
do.
pray. I ain't nothing to pray for, but like, just it's not about praying. Like, come to me correct, and you will be respected. That's it. It's a form of respect to me. Like, if I fuck with your record, or even if I think it's catchy, like even if I make like a record that ain't all that good, like you know, bruh blew up like 10 years ago off singing horribly, like, but it was catchy. It was a thing. Because at the end of the day, we are entertainers. Like, if you want to be an artist and a musician, come to me. Tell me that. I will help you make music that you love and cherish. You probably won't blow up.
Yeah, because they don't really want it that bad either.
Yeah.
Because they're not willing to put the work in. It's a music business, and they just want to do music.
The music business.
It's the business people messing up on all the time.
Yeah.
And y'all been in it for a minute. And it's like, what's the most important thing every artist needs? You know, whether it be characteristics, talent.
Drive, motivation, like not even motivation, just drive. If you're not obsessed with it, it's not gonna work out for you. Because there's people out there that are giving it 100% and they're gonna succeed. And then if you're giving it 13% on your weekends when you kind of want to, like, but how's that gonna work out for you? There's people making content every single day. They're staying in people's faces, and you're like, oh, maybe I'll drop a TikTok today. I don't really like TikTok. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Do you want people to listen to your music though?
Yeah.
That's the goal, right? Fuck whatever like platform.
You have to take your ego out the
10
situation.
years ago, you can post it on a blog, it'll get blown up. Like before that, like you had to get publications and magazines and shit. Like the way that you get music is changing all the time. So like this is just a new avenue of getting your music out there. So like you gotta evolve with the ways, or you're just gonna be stuck. Like you're gonna try to sell CDs on this corner of the street again. Like no one's doing that. Like, or even a flash drive. No one wants that. Like they want a QR code where they can go stream your music.
They want it
That's
fast.
it is what it is.
Fast.
I don't even know where I would put a DVD.
They don't want it. Yeah, exactly. They don't,
Xbox store.
I'm
they don't
frisbee
want to
that
be
shit.
sold anything. They just want to see a song that they like and they relate to and be like, where can I listen to this? They don't want you to be like, hey, go listen to my song. They don't want you to sell it to them. They want you to be like, oh, this is a song that you made because of this reason. Oh, I really fuck with that. Where can I listen to it? That's what they want. They want to choose what they listen to. They don't want you to tell them what to listen to. So everyone, like, they're just going about it wrong. And people who don't want to be on TikTok and aren't looking at the people that are blowing up, there's artists that blow up every single day. Every single day, and are turning their 7,000 monthly listeners to 1.2 million monthly listeners, and they're doing it, and they're telling people how to do it on TikTok. They're like, "Hey guys, this is how I did it."
If you don't want to do it, more than likely you're scared to do it. You don't think you can do it.
TikTok, Reels, short form content, YouTube Shorts, like that's where it's at right now. Like even TikTok, you can do 10-minute like videos now, so like you can do long form content on there. But that's where people are digesting information. That's where they're digesting like content. So like if you're not on there, then you don't really care about your career.
Yeah, that's where people
I'm not saying that you're not artistic, you don't care about your art. I'm saying you don't care about making money. You don't care about like being able to support yourself and your family off of it.
You're being an amateur.
Yeah.
You're not being like you're treating this shit like a hobby when it's really a career.
Yeah, but you're saying that it's your career, but that's not the truth.
But if it's your career, look at it as like, okay, what do I want this to equate to? I want to make $1 million. Okay, what do I work right now? How hard do I got to work to make $1 million?
Like most people don't even
People
know.
aren't, like looking at it as I actually got to work hard for this.
Like if I buy the beat outright and I own everything about this beat, how many streams am I gonna like need to recoup what I just paid? Let's say I spent like $200 on this song, $80 on the hour I recorded it, another $80 on the mix, and then $40 on the beat. Right? Let's say that's the way you did, and you have all the leasing rights. That's $200. How much streams do you need from that song to make it out even? And figure that most people don't even know that. And it's like if you're going to treat it like a business, then you gotta like take in the amount of money you're spending, how much money you're going to get back, and if you have no more money to spend on content, then you got to make content yourself. If you can't pay someone to do it, then you got to do it yourself. Like you got to figure out how much.
Yeah.
And set goals. Like I'm going to drop a song. Okay, cool. What do you want it to do? I want it to go do 1 million streams. Well, is that realistic? What's your biggest song? 7,000 streams. Okay, so maybe we'll do 10K this time. Maybe that'll be the goal, and we'll push it until we get that 10K. You know what I'm saying? Like, but people are just dropping songs with no goals, no plans, no ideas of how to get it anywhere, and being like, "Oh, it'll blow up. Someone will see it. Someone will save me. Someone's gonna come in and save me." And trust me, if someone comes in and saves you, and they do the majority of the work, they're gonna take the majority of the money.
Not everybody's Justin Bieber.
What's the number they were saying? I think they said it in the last podcast they listened to. The number of songs uploaded every day is like 20 million.
No, it's like 65,000 uploads a day.
65,000. So it's 65,000 new entries on just Spotify alone. That's just Spotify.
Trying to just go to the top of that list somehow without anyone knowing about you.
No major backing, no marketing campaign.
Behind you.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing though. Like what you were just saying. When you're an artist and you're super creative, you're less likely to be business minded and strategic and like analytical. It's kind of hard to have that hybrid mind to where it's like
100%.
you can do the art and you can do the business at the same time equally as well.
And in that case, be picky and be curative. Find if you don't have enough money, if you don't have a budget, find a really close friend that's good at it. If you ain't got a friend that's good at it, don't pick your friend because he says he wants to do it. Pick your friend because he says he wants to do it and he can do it.
And he's going to do it, or he's going to try really hard to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, 100%. Anybody like build a team. A team is here. These things have to happen.
Word.
These big people, they're not just randomly posting to these social platforms, and this shit just ain't working out for them.
Nah.
Like DaBaby did this shit for 13 years. You go to
Straight.
Charlotte today, and you can still find DaBaby Jesus
stickers
of him all over the city.
It's still diapers and wet wipes all over
I
Charlotte.
want to go to every bar in Raleigh, and I want to see 20 different stickers with QR codes from artists that I work with. All these guys, give them to your friends. Tell them that when they're at the club, where they're at the bar, go to the bathroom. When people are in the bathroom, when you're pissing at the urinal, what you doing? You're on your phone.
You're on your phone. You're
You see a
pissing.
QR code of an artist that might catch your fancy. What you gonna do? You gonna pull your camera out? You gonna scan that shit?
You gonna scan that shit, dick out. Fuck
Right
it.
there. Like, I'm not saying that that's the best place and that's the only place to stop, but it's usually people are turning up on the weekends. Usually you end up in a bar. Keep fucking stickers in your wallet. Slap one up there.
They might not even.
Artists, like anywhere you go, and you're driving to the beach, you stop in fucking Wallace or wherever, and you fucking go to the Wendy's. You fucking slap one in the bathroom.
They might not even scan the code. They might just see you on Instagram 2 weeks from them. Like, oh,
And if
said, dude, I saw when I was pissing.
100%.
Like I bet you going around Charlotte when DaBaby was doing that shit. First time somebody saw the
Diapers
sticker,
and wet wipes
first
everywhere.
time they saw the sticker, they didn't think shit. Oh, they saw 13 stickers. All of a sudden, they started thinking, okay, I'm gonna.
He got a Sprinter van with his face on the side of it.
look.
Like he went hard.
I'ma
Like,
look at
he
this guy.
went really.
He's shooting niggas in Walmart.
I'll probably say
That's a campaign.
To this day, I'll probably say best marketer in the city of Raleigh is probably OMG Busy.
OMG
To
busy.
this day, I go downtown
Yeah,
and I
still see his things on the
see
wall.
his glue up flyers on the side of the fucking.
You gotta make your presence felt,
building.
right?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Do the legwork. Do the street work. He might not be doing that himself. Like I remember 5 or 6 years ago, seeing him with BMW X5s on exit ramps of 540 during rush hour traffic. Just parked there. Like on the outside of the exit ramp on 540, Falls and Noose, he would park the X5 there where the cars would normally be backed up, sitting at the light, and it just said OMG is Beezy on the side of it. Mm-hmm. Like who's really going that hard for the marketing?
Nobody.
Everybody's making a record,
Nobody.
putting it up, promoting it for 3 days, and then they're on to the next.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You are on to the next because you feel like that's giving you validation. Because you're not getting instant and automatic gratification from posting this.
They want a slot machine. They want to put the coin in, pull the shit down, $1 million.
Yeah, they want the first content they post to do a million views. And it's like,
But that's
nah,
not the
you got to post
truth.
every single day
Russ
at
released
zero
11
streams,
bullets.
0 fucking views until it hits.
Exactly.
And then when it hits, find out what you did right and then reproduce.
Exactly.
Like obviously, if
Exactly.
you're continuously making the same content and it's not working, change up the content.
Yeah.
Look at what other content is working for other people and try doing that and see if it works for you. Like,
Y'all sound like y'all could be great managers. Like, have you ever thought about that? Like,
I wish there was more
well,
time in the
essentially,
day.
I like me and Adrian essentially managed Cloud.
you sounded like an A&R when I first walked in here. Like, yeah, man, Jags would be perfect for it.
Nigga discussing budgets and shit.
Hey, I promise you, I got you if you need some hot artists. Like, if you need an A&R from Raleigh, North Carolina, that might be a decent one.
I was about to say, like, it would.
Just waiting for the link, but at the end of the day, this is my baby, and I spend a lot of time here. So
Talk about your
anybody who
baby,
wants to
man.
work with me at the end of the day, you lock in. It's locked in. It's very simple. OakCityStudio.com. It's all right there. Read
Yeah,
it, leave.
I'm
No
putting on the
questions.
screen too. Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like it's not a hard thing. Like I don't know if people want like some type of personal interaction. Like they want a DM, they want to fucking go back and forth. Like that's cool. I
which you
get
can
that.
build, but
Which you
not
can
not
build,
not
but
off
that's-
a
yeah,
cold
that's not-
DM.
People don't understand. It's like you have to start somewhere.
Yeah,
like,
like,
not everything has to be, oh shit, like we just met. It's just cool as fuck. Like,
I
nah.
might look like
Yeah.
I might look like I'm super outgoing, but it would take you to come into the first session to realize that I'm awkward. I'm closed in. I'm quiet. Like I put off this image to the internet because confidence is what you need, and I try to be an example for the people that I work with. Like Claudio Nueve, his biggest and most deadly thing was his confidence.
That's
And his energy. He stood on it. He didn't give a fuck whether you liked it or not.
Prince.
Like a lot of people pity pat. Tell somebody like, we live in an era where, yeah, bro, that's fire. But you know what? You're really just fucking up your man for 5 years from now. Like, keep telling him it's fire. No, tell him it's trash now. Because now's today. Tomorrow's never promised, bro. I never thought I was going to lose Cloud.
And those same friends are going to be in the studio telling you it's fire, and then they're not going to be shooting videos of you in the studio, and they're just sitting in here waiting for you to be like, hey, man, you want to roll up or some dumb shit? It's like, hey, man, you could be videotaping me, we could put this content on the internet, and like,
Every one
just
of
a
your
wasted
friends, different
opportunity.
angles, all that shit. Chop it up into TikToks. Boom.
Like, the studio is fun, but like, it is also an opportunity to like do
We're here to work.
something. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
So like,
your job place.
This the lab. This
bring
the
it
gym.
into
that
job
want to
place.
work with you, like, or for you. Like, if you're not bringing a producer or a videographer, or a photographer, or someone who's gonna give you some lyrics, or someone who's going to fucking videotape you and get you content, like, why are they sitting in the studio with you?
Yeah. Why are they there?
Why? For what purpose? Other than to distract you?
Because I'll tell you right now, you pull up with 10 of your homies and they're all in this room and you're in that room recording. Yeah, you're having a good time. You think you're doing work. But every time I turn it up, they're talking over me. I turn it up, they're talking over me. All of a sudden, it's max volume. I can't hear shit. I can't get shit done. The production of the productivity of the session is going down. This is a workplace. Like, until you have budgets to lock in, come lock in with me for a day. Let's bullshit.
And we've had people lock in for
Like,
12 hours
let's
and
do
then
it.
sleep on the
But,
couch
like,
for
let's
2
not,
and then
like-
go
I
out
was
and
about
get
to
food
say.
for another
Pull up to a
hour. And that's
2-hour
cool.
session with 10
If you
people.
want to do that for 12 hours,
Yeah.
And like, have you ever had to be real with somebody? Like, talk to them outside the booth. Like, yo, you can't be bringing like 12
Yeah.
niggas in here. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah. Bro, I've had people spill lean on me. That ass.
And I heard that shit is like, it's a hard
I
stain.
had
Hey, y'all were probably both upset
Like, I
because
had to
that
do
shit
it.
is expensive. Like, shit on Rob.
Nah, man, it was just hella disrespect, bro. I've had people fucking waving guns around. Like, dude
Drunk,
sitting,
yeah,
dude
just
sitting
drunk.
right, drunk, dude sitting right in front of me.
Better have the
goes
safety
pale,
on that
bro.
shit.
OG Ace of Spade, homie of mine, super, like, if you know dude, you know dude. Bro's big dude, bro, not scared of shit. He goes pale. Look behind me, dude's fucking waving shit around.
it's accidents.
I'm like, bro, you gotta get that shit the fuck out of here. Go put that shit in the car.
You're banished.
Like, nah, I, mean,
You're
I don't
banished.
give a fuck about guns. Like, I really don't. But at the end of the day,
As long as the safety's on.
be safe. Yeah.
You got to be safe about it. Like at the end of the day, I tote. You ain't never gonna see my shit unless you need to see my shit. But at the end of the day, I'm about guns.
You registered concealed carry?
I take care
Respect,
of
respect.
About his rights.
Honorable.
my rights.
About my rights.
I'm real
like
right,
that.
as they say.
Yeah.
My rights.
Nigga said I'm out here bearing these arms.
My rights, officer.
I mean, it's never there for intimidation or anything other than like it's better to have than not need than to need to not have. Like I've never needed to use my gun against anybody, but at the end of the day, I know how to use it.
What's your specs?
What you mean?
Like,
I'll hit you from 750 on iron sights with my AK.
Oh,
750 yards.
yards.
Yes, sir.
Nigga sound like a wide. He sound like a wide receiver.
7.5 football fields.
He said I ran for 11,000 yards,
And that's
15
certain
seasons.
I regularly range. Like at the end of the day, I love guns. Like I have a
Pro
small,
gun.
I have a small 75-yard range at my house, but then we also a good friend of mine has connections to this person who has
From the country, right?
a dirt landfill. It's a dirt landfill.
You from the
Dirt landfill.
I mean, I'm not from the country, but I live in the
He
country.
be round. You ever shoot with 10 cell phones?
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
What is
Me and
that?
Ted, it's fun as fuck. We have fun. Blowing shit up.
That nigga 10 cell phones has an arsenal.
Arsenal, yeah.
He has an
That
arsenal.
needs to happen again soon.
I saw him
We
giving
can make
away
it
a
happen.
flamethrower.
We could all do it.
He makes like cool gun accessories too, which are fire.
I'll see him on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, if you need a holster, if you need some dope accessories, like 10's on it. Bruh's making some dope shit.
Word.
Which is
Carolina
another-
shooters.
Which is another thing. Like he's talking about you spent $250 whatever dollars on your song in the studio. How do you recoup that money? Your streams, bro, 9/10 of a cent. Good luck. You ain't popping. Like it just isn't gonna work. Why
It's
don't
the
you
loss
just,
leader.
Okay, take your time, do some research online, understand drop shipping. There's this website called Shopify. You can set up a Shopify shirt so
Okay.
that somebody can go to your website, your link tree or whatever, and they can say, "Oh, I want to cop a T-shirt."
It doesn't even have to be one T-shirt. It could be like
Yeah.
you can have
It
like
could be-
1,000 designs.
Yeah, it could be.
And
It could be a design on a
T-shirt.
coffee mug. It could be a coffee. It could be on a fucking pamphlet. It could be on a hoodie. It could be on whatever. Like people can go, and you don't even need to have a stock of it. You just set it up with a logo and a print shop, and you get it. Yeah, you're not going to make as much money off the T-shirt, but at the end of the day, if you can have it set up to where you don't need to have a stock of T-shirts, somebody just orders it, and you split it between this shop. Boom, they ship it. You don't even have to ship it. These people will make the T-shirt. They will ship it for you. All you have to do is set up the structure online.
Yeah, I've heard people explain it as like you don't have to be the dope boy with all like the weed on you trying to sell
just
it.
the man
you
with
can,
the
you can just
phone.
as soon as someone orders it, ba-dunk,
Play chess. Have some pawns.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let them do the
Just do
dirty
their
work.
shit. That's it.
or
What
you
did-
end up with a
But
fucking
like it's
garage full of
you do
boxes and
that.
T-shirts.
You sell these T-shirts for $15. All you got to do is sell what 10 T-shirts,
Merch is so
or if you're
important.
selling it for $25, if you sell fucking 10 T-shirts right there, your money is back on your investment for the song, whether it's for an album or anything. And if you just have a constant roll of merch, that's free advertising.
It's free advertising.
Even if you can make it to the point where all you are doing is covering the cost and the shipping.
But
Where
make
you're
sure
not
to pay
even
their
making any
designers.
money. Make that T-shirt as cheap as possible. Have one design up there. It's $5 for them to get that fucking shirt.
Ain't nothing wrong with an even break.
So then, yeah,
Fold that shit in half.
Even
Wear
break,
your
you're
name
paying
around.
for marketing. It's not out your pocket, but it's not in your pocket. But that marketing, that down the road, that will come into like Russ put out 11 full-length albums before he got a SoundCloud page. Do a little research on the man who's hated by the industry. And you will really open your eyes. Anybody who really wants this shit, man, it is right the fuck there. You just got to work a little hard to get it.
And you have to look at Russ. He's the pioneer there.
Like people will literally go and work hard at these jobs, bro. They will labor their ass off. What if you put that same 8 hours into your fucking music? And I'm talking like 8 hours, like your boss gonna come in here and fire you. You ain't
Intense.
doing your shit.
Under pressure.
While I'm on my phone.
Two 15-minute
Don't be
breaks.
distracted. Don't go smoke the
Yeah.
blunt. Like work your ass off hard for 3 months until you can fucking smoke that blunt while you're working, because you already so into the work that the blunt is just an aspect of what you want to do to get by. And the work is your regular life.
Exactly.
That's what it needs to be every single fucking day, whether it's content, whether it's setting up merch online, whether it's fucking organizing your YouTube channel, making sure that you have access to all of your distribution services, and don't NBA Youngboy yourself. Like it's just, Yeah, like just being responsible about your shit.
Marketing and shit. And, you know, I usually don't like, you know, to be marketing on LOY. We don't get paid for this shit. But get a fucking link bracelet. You tap any phone.
Yes.
We have to tell niggas this. You tap,
Yo, Link, you need to sponsor them.
Get a link
It's just a
bracelet.
tap. It's just a
Tap my motherfucking phone. Everything pops up. Like, just
We
get a
live
link
in the
bracelet.
future. Why not fucking use it?
We have cards still. Like, nigga, nah, tap a phone.
Yeah.
Like, we
Steady.
live in the future. Why not use it? Like, TikTok is the future. I'm sorry. If you say you don't want to do it, you're just lazy.
Or YouTube Shorts or any
Reels.
content, and just reuse
Shorts,
the content on
Reels,
all of them.
any of it,
all
yeah.
of it.
Yeah, one video can go on all of them, but do not upload it on TikTok. Do not build it and make it on TikTok and then re-upload it to Instagram with the TikTok name on the
no
watermark.
water-
You will literally get docked.
It's cringy.
No, what is it?
Yeah, the algorithm will
algorithm
actually.
It won't support you.
Yeah.
The algorithm.
Yeah,
They want to
make-
keep you on the app as long as possible. So if you put like watermarks or links to other websites,
You marketing
they're
some
not
of
going to want to do that
Exactly.
because they want you on the app as long as possible.
So definitely just make it in an app, make it in iMovie, make it in CapCut, make it in whatever, and literally
Just save the
and then
draft.
upload, like once the video is made, upload the same video
Yeah.
to all the different services. No watermark. You're gonna be promoted and put in
Something
the
really cool about
algorithm
YouTube Shorts is that like it's also the only place that lets you make short content that, like you can like name, right? So it's the only thing that has a title. So you can also like you can literally just title it into something that's like a clickbaity, you know what I'm saying? And people will click on it for a 5-second video.
Lil Wayne smacks Michelle Obama.
Yeah, exactly.
And I want to say the conversion rate for subscribers is a lot more for shorts on YouTube than like a regular video.
Yeah, I didn't even-
So you'll get more subscribers from a short than a fucking regular video. It's kind of crazy.
I believe that. Yeah. So YouTube Shorts are really underused right now too. So. That's,
And isn't it? Were you telling me it's a lot about duration of time? So like if you
Oh
make,
yeah, watch time duration.
yeah.
is
So if you make a
super
2-minute
important.
video and they only watch 15 seconds versus a 15-second video and they watch 10 seconds, you're watching 75% of it versus 20% of it.
And then the algorithm,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, 75% watch time. People are liking this. I'm gonna throw it in the algorithm, and
So
then more
cutting
people
all the
watch it.
proof, like cut all the.
So if you have a
frou-frou out of
2-minute
your-
video, you better catch him in the first 5 seconds
Boom.
and keep him there for 2 minutes.
Mhm.
It's like, what advice can you give to an artist about like, because you can't fight an algorithm.
Be creative.
You got to know the algorithm.
Be creative. And
So if you're
watch.
not on the app all the time,
Uh-huh.
like if you're just watching the app for fun, that's cool. But if you're an artist, you should be on that app, like looking at what's going viral. And then when you see something that goes viral, you should go look at their page and sort them by most liked videos, and then go look at the most fucking viral content. And then if you do that over like 7 accounts that have gone viral, and you'll notice a pattern. You'll be like, oh, all these people with the silhouette, oh, and the sunset and the lyrics on top of their head and black. Oh, this is going viral all the time.
Cleavage seems to be real good marketing too,
Yeah, if
right?
you have
Yeah.
cleavage, use it.
Titty meat. Shout out Titty meat. Everybody clicks on Titty meat.
Say you like.
Yeah, there's things, and like it's also important that you're like sharing your content, because like if you're like, you don't want to be the remix guy, you know what I'm saying? Because then no one's streaming your music. You don't want to be the person who's like, you can be funny, you don't want to be known for that though. If you're trying to sell your music, then you gotta use your music as your content.
Realistically, being creative and unique, like for me, I find the most interesting things that can be instantly interesting visually. Like people started having a mic and an interface standing in the road, like standing, like literally stand on the porch of your trap house, literally stand on the fucking stand
roof
right
of
next to
your
the
house.
stop sign, stand on the roof of your house,
Right
stand
by
on
the
roof
strip
of your
club.
shed.
Yeah,
Stand on the,
anywhere.
like, stand on like the most random thing. Go find a fucking tall electrical box and stand on it.
Stand on the back of a
Like,
pickup
make it
truck and
something
drive it down
that-
the road.
Like, yeah, I mean, be careful,
No, don't
Be
be careful.
careful.
Light yourself on fire.
but like
Hey, you got to take risks.
anything
Yeah.
that you think, like, what would you look at and instantly be like, I need to see this. Like this is something I need to indulge in.
Like, how bad do you want
It
to
is a slippery
succeed?
slope. It's a double-edged sword because it can lead to like boot gang.
Yes,
or some
100%.
shit
Yeah.
like that, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like,
But-
how bad do you want to succeed? Like, are you like at all at any cost, like necessary? Like, do you like how bad do you want it?
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Are you willing to risk jail time?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if
But
you,
I'm saying like push yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit. Like
Yeah.
if you're like, oh, it's cringy to be on TikTok, like shut the fuck up, bro.
why is it?
No one's
cringy?
watching your shit anyway.
Why is it
Who
cringy?
do you worry about?
Is it cringy because you got to
No
start
one's
from the
watching
bottom?
it. All 36 views? Oh, like what do you mean? No one notices. If no one's watching your content, then no one notices it's not doing well.
You're nobody anyway, so fuck it.
And no one's gonna start hating
Do
until
you?
you get like really popular anyway, because they're like, oh, he'll actually read this.
Yeah.
I don't want to
And,
actually.
and good press, bad press, it's all press, man. It doesn't matter. Haters are just better fans. Anyone who's strong enough to actually hate verbally likes you.
I also like to think about like the 1,000 fan rule, right? If you got like 1,000 fans that are willing to give you like $100 a year, it's 100 bands. So
Yeah, $100,000.
like, so
That's all it takes.
that's all you
Very
need.
nice living wage.
That's all you need, and that's that $100. That's like you can buy some merch, a ticket to a show, and maybe I have a DVD extra of like some like background shit, and then you want to buy that or stickers or whatever. That's $100 is not hard to come up a year.
But there's so much more to making content than making the song. Like, just be open minded and be creative. If an artist, any artist of any stature can do more, is literally just be more creative, and like if you think of it, do it. Don't just think of it, or at least write it down.